In this video, I'm going to show you how we went from this to this. Get ready to join us on an exciting journey as we build the ultimate dark mode desk setup for one of my best friends, Ali. Grab a coffee, relax, and enjoy the video. And remember, all the products featured in this video can be found in the description below. So here's the story. Bari reached out to me asking if I would be interested in trying out their new Comfort Edge standing desk. Coincidentally, Ali mentioned he was planning to renovate his home office ASAP. Perfect timing, right? When the desk arrived, we loaded it into my truck and headed to Ali's place. The desk was a bit heavy because the frame comes pre-installed on the desktop, which made it tricky to get up the stairs.
200 pounds, dude. Yeah.
We had a good laugh struggling with it, but we made it. Ali works a lot in 3D for his remote job and uses multiple laptops, so he needed a large desk to accommodate his workflow, but it also had to look sleek and fit his modern industrial design taste. He also really wanted a slat wall, but didn't want to blow his budget on it, so we decided to DIY it. Especially since the wood veneer hub didn't respond to my email. Maybe next time, guys. Assembly of the Comfort Edge desk was a breeze. Thanks to the pre-installed frame, it only required 8 screws total. All we had to screw in were the legs and feet. The rest was easy. Seriously, this has been the easiest assembly process of any of the standing desks that I've tried so far. And that's a big selling point for me.
Oh, that's a nice. Woo! That's a nice table, bro.
Look at that, it's beautiful.
I love it. It looks like it's like handmade.
The Comfort Edge standing desk size we chose was a 72-inch in the reclaimed wood finish, but Very offers them in other sizes and finishes as well. The front edge is contoured to soften the resting points for your forearms and wrists, making it super comfy. And the rear of the desk has an indentation to help you with your cable management, while the desktop is wrapped in an easy-to-clean 3D laminate, so spills and messes are no big deal, with a commercial-grade desktop that's 1 1/4 inches thick, making it incredibly stable and durable. There are 4 programmable height settings, and the height range goes from 25 inches to 50.5 inches. It can also support up to 180 pounds, so you can feel free to load it up with all your gear. Very also throws in some bonus accessories with the desk, like a pair of desk hooks, a drink coaster, and cable wraps. It was at this point that we used the desk to help us decide on the paint color for the walls and the overall color palette of the room. The reclaimed wood finish would set the tone for the entire design, and the color we ended up going with was called Peppery by Bear. Then we were off to gather the materials for the project. Our first pit stop was Best Buy. Thanks to some brand contributions, Ali was able to splurge most of his budget on a higher-end monitor. We picked up the Samsung Odyssey 49-inch G9 ultra-wide monitor. The size of the monitor didn't really dawn on us until we saw them using a forklift to bring it down.
I think it's big. Wow.
Hey, can you ring me up in that thing?
I mean, I can't reach that far.
That'd be
He's
hilarious,
joking.
though.
Next stop was Home Depot, where we would grab all the paint supplies and materials needed for the custom slat wall. We chose to use MDF boards for the slats because they're cheaper than wood and come pre-primed in white, making them easier to paint. We also picked up a few miscellaneous items that Ali needed to finish his space. Real quick, if you guys are digging these kinds of videos, please do me a solid by hitting that like button, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. Back at the house, we started by painting the main wall behind the desk setup. This is where the slat wall would go, and we decided we would paint them the exact same color for a cohesive look. At this point, Ali couldn't wait any longer and decided we should unbox the Samsung Odyssey to help us visualize the space. This thing is so massive and glorious in person. Back to the slat wall, we laid out the MDF boards for us to start painting them quick and efficiently. It was an easy job, but it was so hot that day, the paint was drying almost as fast as we were applying it. I recommend doing this inside next time to avoid any unwanted textures on your slats. We then measured the height of the wall to make the first cut. We used a miter saw to carefully cut the boards. We also knew we wanted the slats to have about 1 1/4 inch spacing in between them, so we used leftover pieces of the MDF to create a few spacers. Placing the first board, we made sure it was perfectly straight using a level, and then nailed it into place with a nail gun. We continued this process using the spacers and double checking with the level to ensure accuracy. Pro tip here, walls are never perfectly straight, so we measured every few boards to be safe before making our cuts. And as predicted, every few boards we had to adjust our measurements slightly. We then fixed any imperfections with light sanding and more paint touch-ups. Then carefully cut out a section for the wall outlet using this oscillating tool. And then painting the cover to help blend it in with the slat wall. Ali loved the look so much, he decided to go full dark mode and paint the rest of his office the same color. So back to painting we went. After some final details, the slat wall and painting were complete. It looked amazing and we achieved that modern industrial and cozy vibe he was looking for. Now, it was time to put together the desk setup. We started by attaching matte black PAMO cable trays to have a solid base for cable management. We then clamped 2 of these steel laptop sleeves to the back of the desk. This way, Ali can use his laptops in clamshell mode without cluttering his workspace. We then carefully moved the desk closer to the slat wall and began setting up the rest of the accessories. Very also sent us their anti-fatigue standing desk mat, which we placed under the desk, followed by adding a matte black dual monitor desk shelf by Rockdeer to add some additional organizational space to the setup. Next, we laid down a beautifully made vegan leather desk pad that was sent to us by our friends over at Hexcal, bundled with their matching wrist rest that magnetically attaches to the desk pad to prevent it from sliding around. Instead of speakers, Ali decided to use this Creative Stage SE under-monitor soundbar for his audio needs. Then, we brought in his Logitech G413 Carbon keyboard and MX Master 3S mouse. I also donated the BM88 low-profile mic arm and K688 microphone setup that I recently reviewed thanks to FineFine. We then used the hooks that came with the desk to hang Ali's MetaQuest 3 VR headset and his JBL headphones. We then dropped the laptops into the steel sleeves. Next, we added a couple of small black mesh bins under the desk shelf for more storage, and this phone holder next to the monitor that he can use while he's working. For decoration, we included this unique minimal table lamp by Oglight that has this really cool magnetic light rope that you can move around and charge via USB-C, along with a coaster for his coffee and drinks. During the setup build, BenQ also joined the fray by sending us their Be Creatus hybrid docking station and popular Screen Bar Halo monitor light. along with its webcam attachment accessory for us to check out. This allowed Ali to place his Razer Kiyo Pro Ultra 4K webcam on the light bar perfectly. Expect a full breakdown video of these BenQ products in a separate video soon. To enhance the vibe of the setup, we added these budget light bars that Ali found on TEMU to the Slat wall. We hung them up with these plumbing pipe clamps we found at Home Depot. While this setup is mostly complete, it was missing a crucial element, a good ergonomic chair. Which brings us to the sponsor of today's video, Sihu. The old chair here just wasn't cutting it for Ali anymore. And that's where the Doro S100 ergonomic office chair by Sihu comes into play. The dual dynamic lumbar support design provides extensive support for your lower back, with 4 omnidirectional springs. It dynamically adapts to your sitting position, whether you're leaning forward, sitting upright, reclining, or moving around. Another standout feature is the independent backrest. You can adjust the upper half of the backrest in 5 different levels to perfectly support your shoulders, neck, and head. Meanwhile, the lumbar support system stays in place to effectively cradle your lower back, and provides excellent support for both the upper and lower back at the same time. The backrest also doubles as the headrest. It's wide, spacious, and perfectly contours to the curve of your neck, perfect for those moments when you need to lean back and relax. And speaking of relaxing, the Doro S100 offers a maximum recline angle of 135 degrees. What's really great is that the 40 armrests lean back with you as well, giving you a fully comfortable yet flexible position. These 40 armrests move in 4 directions like the name implies: up and down, back and forth, and inwards and outwards. The waterfall-shaped seat cushion, combined with the high elasticity mesh, maximizes the contact area with your thighs and hips, ensuring greater comfort and unrestricted blood flow. The seat cushion can also be easily raised and lowered, as well as move forward and back. If you're interested in upgrading your office chair, this one is definitely worth considering. I've included a link in the description below where you can find more details and check it out for yourself. Thanks again to Sihu for sponsoring this portion of the video. I hope this video gave you some inspiration for your own desk setups, and a huge thanks to all the brands that participated in this build. Ali is loving his new setup, but stay tuned for the full home office tour coming soon when it's fully complete. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. And if you want to check out some other amazing desk setups, click on one of these 2 videos here.